Hey everyone, welcome back to English Podcast Flow. I'm Frank.
Hi guys, I'm Alice. Today we're tackling something that trips up so many English learners.
How to answer questions with long, complete answers, but without using too many words. It sounds contradictory, right?
It does, but it's actually one of the most important skills you can develop. Because in English conversations, interviews, even presentations, people want answers that are complete but also concise.
Not too short, not too long, just right.
Exactly. And today we're going to show you exactly how to do that.
But before we dive in, if you're getting value from these episodes, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.
Every comment, every share makes a difference. It tells YouTube this content matters and helps us build this community of English learners. So take 2 seconds right now and show your support. It means the world to us and helps others find this channel.
All right, let's talk about answering questions effectively.
Frank, let's start with a problem. What do most English learners do wrong when answering questions?
There are two extremes. Either they give answers that are weighted short, like 1 or 2 words, or they ramble on and on without really saying much.
I've definitely done both. When I was nervous, I'd just say yes or no and nothing else. But when I was trying to seem knowledgeable, I'd talk and talk without getting to the point.
And neither approach is effective. One makes you seem uninterested or unable to communicate. The other makes you seem unfocused and unprepared.
So what's the solution? How do you find that balance?
It comes down to structure. Having a mental framework for how to answer questions so you're not just thinking on the spot.
And that's what we're going to teach today. Specific techniques that help you give answers that are substantial, clear, and efficient.
Let me give you a real example. Someone asks, "Why do you want this job?" A bad short answer would be, "Because I need money." That's honest but not impressive.
And a bad long answer would be, well, I've always been interested in this field. And when I was growing up, my father worked in a similar industry, and I remember visiting his office. And there were these people doing interesting things. And I thought to myself one day, I might want to do that too. And then in college, I studied related subjects, and now here I am.
Exactly. That's way too much information, and most of it isn't relevant. A good answer might be, "I want this job because it aligns perfectly with my skills in project management and my passion for sustainable business. I'm excited about your company's innovative approach to reducing waste, and I believe I can contribute meaningfully to that mission."
That's perfect. It's complete. It answers the question, but it's also concise. Every sentence has a purpose.
That's the key. Every sentence needs to add value. If it doesn't, cut it.
Okay, let's talk about specific techniques. Frank, what's the first one?
The first technique is this: always give the direct answer first, then explain.
What do you mean?
Most learners make the mistake of building up to their answer. They give context, background, explanations, and then finally, at the end, they answer the actual question.
Oh, I used to do that all the time.
But in English, especially in professional settings, people want the answer up front. Then they want supporting details.
So if someone asks, do you have experience with data analysis? You don't start with, well, in my previous job, we had a lot of numbers to work with, and my boss would sometimes ask me to look at spreadsheets.
Right, that's building up to the answer. Instead, you say, "Yes, I have 3 years of experience with data analysis. In my previous role, I regularly used Excel and Python to analyze customer trends and create reports for management."
Direct answer first. Then details.
Exactly. The structure works for almost any question. "Can you meet Friday?" Answer, "Yes. Friday works for me. I'm available in the afternoon."
Not Let me check my calendar. I have a few things going on this week. I think I might have a meeting in the morning, but the afternoon should be okay.
Right, get to the point, then provide relevant details.
This technique alone probably cuts unnecessary words by 30 or 40%.
Easily. And it makes you sound more confident and clear.
All right, technique number 2. I'd call this one the bridge method. The bridge method means you connect your direct answer to your supporting details using a simple bridge phrase. It creates structure and flow.
Give me an example.
Okay. Someone asks, "What's your greatest strength?" You could say, "My greatest strength is problem solving." That's the direct answer. Then you use a bridge. For example, what I mean is, or let me explain.
So the full answer would be, my greatest strength is problem solving, for example. In my last project, we faced a major deadline issue, and I developed a new workflow that saved us 2 weeks.
Perfect. The bridge phrase, for example, connects the claim to the evidence. It makes the answer feel complete and structured.
What are some other good bridge phrases?
Specifically, to illustrate, in other words, the reason is, what this means is, these phrases signal to the listener that you're about to give supporting information.
And they prevent you from rambling because you've already committed to a structure. You've made a statement. Now you're supporting it.
Exactly. Without a bridge, people tend to just keep adding thoughts randomly. I'm good at problem solving, and I also like working with teams, and I'm very organized, and I care about quality.
That's a list of claims with no depth. But with the bridge method, you make one strong point and support it well.
And that's way more impressive than listing 5 shallow points.
Let me share technique number 3. This is one I use all the time. It's called point, reason, example, or PRE.
I love this one. Explain how it works.
You structure your answer in 3 parts. First, make your point. What's your main message? Second, give a reason. Why is that your point? And third, provide a specific example.
So it's like a mini essay format, but for speaking.
Exactly. Let's say someone asks, why is teamwork important? Using PRE. I'd say, point, teamwork is essential for achieving complex goals. Reason, because most significant projects require diverse skills and perspectives that no single person has. Example, for instance, when I worked on a product launch, we needed designers, developers, and marketers all working together. None of us could have succeeded alone.
That's so clear, and it's complete without being wordy.
Right. Point, reason, example. If you follow that structure, your answer will always be substantial but focused.
And you don't have to use a lot of words for each part. Your point can be 1 sentence. Your reason can be 1 sentence. Your example can be 2 or 3 sentences.
That's usually enough for the 5 sentences total, and you've given a complete, compelling answer.
This technique is especially useful for interview questions, presentation, Q&A, even casual conversations when you want to sound thoughtful.
Absolutely. And once you practice it a few times, it becomes automatic. You don't have to think about the structure anymore. Your brain just organizes information this way.
All right, technique number 4. And this one is about editing yourself in real time. Cut the filler. Filler is all the extra words and phrases we use that don't actually add meaning. Things like kind of, sort of, basically, actually, literally.
Oh, I'm guilty of this. I say basically way too much.
We all do. But these words make your answers feel less confident and less precise. Compare these 2 answers. I'm kind of interested in this position because it's sort of related to my background,
Versus, I'm interested in this position because it aligns with my background.
The second one is stronger, more confident, and shorter.
So, how do you stop using filler words?
First, Become aware of your own filler words. Record yourself speaking or ask a friend what words you overuse. Once you know what they are, you can start catching yourself.
And what do you do when you catch yourself?
Pause. Instead of saying or like, just pause for a second. Pauses are powerful. They make you seem thoughtful, not uncertain.
That's great advice. Silence is better than filler.
Another tip. Practice answering questions out loud at home. Give yourself a question, answer it, then answer it again without the filler words. It's like training a muscle.
And over time, you'll naturally use fewer filler words in real conversations.
Exactly. Cutting filler doesn't just make your answers shorter. It makes them sharper and more professional.
All right, let's put all four techniques together with a real example.
Get the idea. Let's use a common question. Tell me about a challenge you faced and how you overcame it.
Okay, using all four techniques, here's how I'd answer. Direct answer first. One significant challenge I faced was managing a project with a very tight deadline and limited resources.
Good. Direct answer right away.
Then I'll use a bridge. Specifically, we had to deliver a marketing campaign in 3 weeks instead of the usual 8.
Now, you're giving context without rambling.
Now I'll use point, reason, example for the solution. Point, I overcame this by prioritizing ruthlessly and delegating effectively. Reason, because we couldn't do everything. I focused the team on the highest impact activities. Example, I cut to low priority features and redistributed tasks based on each person's strengths. We delivered on time and exceeded expectations.
Perfect. That answer is complete, structured, and efficient. You've told the story without wasting words.
And I've cut all the filler. No basically, no kind of, no rambling about unrelated details.
That's a masterclass in answering questions effectively.
Now we want to hear from you. Go to the comments and answer this question. What's one question you find difficult to answer in English?
Maybe it's tell me about yourself or what are your weaknesses? Write the question in the comments. Let us know what you struggle with.
And if you feel brave, try answering it using one of the techniques we taught today. Practice makes perfect. We'll read your answers and we can all learn from each other.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope these techniques help you answer questions with confidence and clarity.
Remember, it's not about saying more. It's about saying the right things efficiently. Quality over quantity. Always. Keep practicing these techniques and you'll see improvement fast. We believe in you. See you tomorrow.
See you in the next episode. Until then, keep learning and keep your English flowing.